Hi guys. I'm like really bad at this whole Instagram video thing. I'm looking at the wrong place again. Help. I'm used to being like a million feet away and like squatting or lunging or doing a burpee. So this is like strange. I'm like, where's my light? Find my light. I'm learning. I'm trying. Also, you can see I'm using a ring light. It really is great for the complexion, I feel like. Some of you guys have asked me about my makeup routine, which literally makes me LOL. I'm so thankful for the compliments. I am just so not, that is not my world. I'm all about convenience and like how little product can I use in order to get a look, LEWK, on the go, that's gonna stay on my face, that I'm not gonna like sweat off in this like 105-degree heat that we're having, you guys. Help, Florida is so hot. But yeah, so I need something that's gonna be quick, it's gonna look good, that doesn't use 1,000 different products. So I was gonna basically just go through some of the products. And this is literally because people have asked. I'm not suddenly trying to become like an Instagram blogger about makeup. I will leave that to professionals and the people who do such a great job of that on Instagram, who I follow so many people like that. I'm like, oh my God, scroll, like, saves. But I do think it's helpful sometimes to be like, what do real people do? They're not real people. They're real people. But like not the makeup artists and not the girls with like all the beautiful extensions. So I'm gonna take you through a very non-expert way of putting her face on. Okay, so first things first, I would be remiss to not mention, I hope that's the right terminology, what you put on the inside matters so much to your skin health, and I am like living proof. If you scroll my Instagram, took you through basically my body's detox of dairy. And what it did for my skin. I never had acne growing up necessarily, like, you know, obviously breakouts, like I'm not like a superhuman, but I never had like deep acne until I started lifting. And then I started, you know, playing with protein powders, and I started playing with high protein intake. And to do that, in order to get my protein intake up, I started ingesting a lot more dairy. Now I used to have a really severe allergy to dairy growing up that I grew out of. It was like a hormonal like miracle. So yeah, I can have dairy now. And I would realize whenever I would be on a cut or be leaning out that my skin would really flare up and break out. And I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but I'd be like, what moisturizer am I using? So I would like avoid moisturizer because I was afraid anything I put that was oily on my skin would instantly break me out. Like I would get really deep, you know, deep acne. Kind of put two together, and it took years for me to figure out, oh wait, whenever I'm cutting or really monitoring my protein intake, hence I'm supplementing with protein powder, I get these breakouts. What would happen if I eliminated dairy? And I did, and every single month my skin cleared until I had this like this glow about my skin that I hadn't had in a long time. So it just goes to show that what you put on the inside, getting on a good probiotic, eating lots of leafy greens, nutrient-dense fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and foods that agree with your system, so key. Like that is number one. My second little kind of skin snafu. I always complain like, oh, my under eye is so dry and it gets so crackly, like the desert floor, like just crackles everywhere. My good friend Nick Scalzo, shout out. He was doing my makeup at MAC in New York City before I was going to go on a live television show that we will not resurrect. He was doing my makeup and he's like, honey, you need moisturizer. You need to be moisturizing underneath your eyes. It's not about what we're putting on top. It's about how are you preparing the skin, right? So that's my number two thing, is like eating well, and then definitely getting a good moisturizer and using a moisturizer that works well for you. I always put Dr. Perricone under eye. I do that morning and night. I'll show you what I use recently that I have found that I am obsessed with. Anytime I go into a makeup store, I'm always like, beep, boop, beep, boop. Like I don't even know what to do. Like I don't know what the brushes are for. I'm like using a blush brush on like my toe. Like literally, and like the least adept at any of this stuff. This I found on my own. I'm very proud of myself. I took a chance. I did a little test, you know, in the store, and it felt really luxurious and nice. So this, I don't think I'll ever use another moisturizer. I've tried a lot of moisturizers and high-end moisturizers too in my desperation. This is Tarte, and they are cruelty-free, animal-free, which is lovely. Look, oh my God, save the animal. How pretty is this? Love, 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 love. And this is your first step prep. So it's a moisture reset cream. And I only use this in the morning before I put on my makeup. And then this is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. This is the step 2. Sorry, it is, it's too bright. But yeah, this is called Base Tape. And it smells coconutty and kind of like the ocean. Not the ocean, that would be gross. It'd be like smearing like kelp on your face. It's not fishy. It smells like a pina colada or like sunscreen, but like good sunscreen. Anyways, awesome. And then it just really creates this nice, smooth like surface. And then, my all day concealer. It's called Stay All Day. This is my new backup. I'm terrified of running out of concealer. This is awesome. It's by Stila. I think that's how you say it. It's got this little like top where you pump it, and then it goes, and it oozes out on the top, and then you just take your brush. You know what a brush looks like. I just like literally paint my face. Most of the time in the car. My poor husband is always the one driving. I'm like, can you drive? I come downstairs, like my hair is done, but like my face looks like a troll, and he's like, I guess I'm driving. The cool thing about this is, the top opens up, got a little handy mirror, and you have extra concealer, so if you have any areas of like blemishes or any under eye, it's just so compact and travels on the go. Stila, also cruelty-free and vegan. I love the amount of coverage. It's just enough. I'm not a BB cream girl. I like a little bit heavier of a coverage, but I don't want to be so heavy like MAC, where I feel like my skin is literally like desperate for breath. This is a funny story. I went on Sephora and my sister was like, there's a crazy sale. It's a members only sale or whatever, VIP or whatever their program is. A day later I went on and I'm like, ooh, you know, whatever. I buy a bunch of stuff. And it turns out I was just shopping in the regular sale section, like not the like special VIP one. Doesn't matter because it's meant to be, because it led me to this beautiful thing. Look how luminous. Actually, it has 1,000 thumbprints on it. I'm polishing it on my glutes. I love this palette so much. It's by Becca. Be a Light, it says. Not nice when they give you something inspirational to think about when you're doing your makeup. So inside you've got your, let's see, I'm trying not to blind you with the mirror. Okay, here you've got the lighter, kind of like highlight. I will use this as soon as I put my concealer. Oh, my concealer. I have to talk to you about my concealer. I'll get back to that. Concealer on underneath, then I set it with this, and I just like lightly dab underneath the eye and over top of the eyelid, and then I'll do like a brush on my forehead and kind of cheekbones. Then I go back with this second, like a little bit of a bronzer, and then I'll do that kind of on my cheekbone and maybe temples, and then I'll come back and do the darker contour, just like a little bit here, a little bit here, and then I actually close my eye and I use it as eyeshadow. Smear, 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 smear. There's a little luminescent blush here too that just gives you the nicest like glow. So I can't recommend this enough. It is by Becca. Real quick to my favorite concealer, this Too Faced Born This Way. And this is in light nude, and then I just do a couple dabs and it's awesome. Sometimes when I'm really wanting to look fetch, I will use this MAC pigment color powder, and it's just like loose powder. It looks like pixie dust or something. I just take a little bit on like a fingertip and I'll go on the cheekbone, a little bit here on the top lip, and then just gives that extra little bit of glow for those special occasions. So I feel like a million years ago, I read in like a Teen Vogue an interview with a makeup artist, and she was basically like, I only use Maybelline or CoverGirl. I don't go to the fancy mascaras, etc. I'm talking about mascara. And that stuck with me, like, I feel like till the day I die. I have tried the Pink Cars, Mary Kay. They have a really cool like teeth comb one, but I always would poke myself in the eye with it and then be like, crying and trying not to like have all my makeup run, and I was like, I can't do this. This is too hazardous for me. I do like Estee Lauder's mascara. They have really nice mascara. I feel like it leaves the lashes looking really full. And I also like Better Than Sex. That is awesome, by Too Faced, I believe. That mascara is also really voluminous and beautiful. But I just prefer going to the drugstore and getting a classic Maybelline moment. Maybe she's born with it, or maybe it's the drugstore version. This one's the Colossal Big Shot. And it gives a lot of nice volume, and I don't know if you can see, but for wearing it all day, I think that's pretty good, and I don't have thick eyelashes on or anything. But anyway, before I put my mascara on, in order to get this like little wing-tipped moment, see it? I actually use eyeshadow. So I just have this like cute little palette, and I'll use a black, like a matte black, and then I will use this angled brush, draw my little cat eye. And then it ends up looking really natural. It stays on all day, and I love it. And it's easy if you mess up. This is actually a lot lengthier than I thought. Then for my brows, Anastasia of Beverly Hills. They're always so highly recommended, and it's there's a good reason. I usually use her brow pencil, but this is a hack. This is actually NYX, you guys, which is like $6. It's the same scenario, and I was like, let me just give it a whirl. I just want to see if like saving $10 really does make a difference, if it's, you know, crappy. But it doesn't disappoint. It's their variation of taupe. What I do is I like to go in and I fill in some of these moments, and then I'll try to create the arch at the top. And then I go in with a little brushy brush, and you know. And then what I do is, this is by Anastasia, and it is one of my new favorites because it takes 2 seconds. It is it's like a dip brow thing. So it's like a mascara brush, and it's like a gel, and then I just go shoom, and then go shoom, 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 and my brows are done, and it's so much easier than drawing in every little last hair. But I do recommend creating the shape first, especially the top, with the pencil. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like a feathery mess, and it's gonna look really weird. Last but not least, for my natural looking lip on everyday basis, I love Buxom products. Buxom are the best like lip plumping. This is a really fun one because it's this huge one. You just like dab it on, and you literally don't need a mirror. You can be like, good, I'm good to go. I did get on my face though. This color's awesome, glowing. It's just like a nice summer kiss. Like I just like had a popsicle, and it's summertime, and I don't need a really like heavy lip to prove that I'm awesome. This is my go-to. It's a matte. It's a, whoa, hello, no. It's a little crayon moment, and then you have a applicator to go ahead and like fill in the gaps. This is Hush Hush, and it's Plumping Lip Liner Crayon. Oh my God, you guys. Like up and over, outside the lines. This is not my strong suit. I'll go just below. And it's tingling a little bit, which I love. And then you just do the brush. I don't know, it's a cute summer look. If I'm really feeling frisky and in the mood for like a pina colada or something. I just found this at the drugstore. It's Almay, and it's literally the same color as Lady Danger MAC, which I have upstairs, but I didn't have it on vacation when I was out at the beach, and I really wanted a lip that would pop. And man, this is a fun color. It's like an orangey red, if you can't tell. Not mad about like the way it stays on, and the cute little design. It's like a little Hawaiian shirt or something. So that is my go-to face. Starts with the nutrition, definitely starts with a good moisturizer and base, and then you just go from there. Even that whole thing takes me 30 minutes or less. If you ask my husband, it probably takes longer. Honestly, if I was just skipping a bunch of steps and just wanted to get out the door, I would do my moisturizer always. I would do my concealer. I would just do lash, a little bit of blush, and that would be all I would do. And by the way, the face you're looking at right now, I have been wearing since 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. And I feel like it holds up really, really well. Like, I'm not disappointed. I mean, granted, I've got this fancy light in front of my face, but it really doesn't get crackly in the way that I prep, so it's kind of awesome. And I hope that that helped. Again, not a professional, this is not my thing, but it's what works for me and my face. So I hope you guys had a great time, and I'll talk to you soon. I have wrinkles, you guys, on my forehead, and I have a couple gray hairs coming in. But anyway, it's wisdom, you know?